Hello and welcome back once again to another episode of Natural Wonders, where this week, can you believe it, the audio works first time around. Everyone say hello just to check.
Hello.
Let's go. We did it. This week there's a special theme, and if you can guess it in the chat, Ewan is going to do a striptease on a separate website. But you have to guess the theme this week.
It rhymes with
you almost said it there.
Only Nans.
You have to guess
Only
the theme.
Nans.
Only Nans.
That's my favourite website. Hello, it's episode 55 this week. We're going to go ahead and do our regular round of shout-outs. As always, I am your GM, Mitch, or Lambert Rain. And I'm going to plug myself because I've been on a bit of a stream kick recently. I've been streaming in the last 24 hours. I've been live for 9 of them. So I'll take that. And the day before I did a 6-hour stream as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat. We're going to go ahead and shout out the players you see on screen as well. I'm going to go around, of course. We'll kick things off. No ding this week. Ah.
Oh.
In his honour.
Yeah, we're all
In his
wearing...
honour.
Oh, no, wait. Give away the theme. He's at the cricket, so he's probably like... I mean, how many pints can a human being drink per hour?
If he doesn't bring a ball back with him, I'm disappointed.
How's he going to bring a ball back with him?
Catch a 6?
Mate. I don't think so. He went to the pub at 1 o'clock and they were going to the cricket at 6:30. He's going to be...
Oh yeah, he's
battered,
fucking...
mate.
He's
bad. I would wish I could be a fly on the wall when he gets home, but nevertheless. So, that's a little shout out for Dean. His channel there is in the chat. We're all repping Pokemon. Well, as many people who can rep Pokemon are doing it for him this evening. He does a lot of shiny hunting on his channel over there, and you can catch him on YouTube as well for all of his shiny highlights. The Paymaster98 in chat. Fantastic. Alright, let's go round. Who's on the screen first? It's Jamie on my screen. So Jamie, you could go first. Tell us about your channel, sir.
Thanks, man. JM12_ on Twitch. There for your Football Manager or Formula 1 needs. If you like them games, come and check out the content over there. Unfortunately, though, there will be no streams for the rest of the month.
Rest of the month?
Rest of the month because I go to Cyprus on Friday. So come back in September and I'll be back with the JMRL with Mitchell soon.
It's been way too long.
Yeah, we're probably looking, for our league, maybe like late September, start of October. Start time.
Go. You heard it here first, folks.
Did.
Awesome sauce. Let's go round to my next candidate. Sam, tell us about your channel, my friend.
So I do a little stream, Sam JKP on YouTube and Twitch. It's actually pronounced Jacapa, just, get the correct pronunciation or you're a fake fan. I stream a lot of Pokemon, a little bit of Legends Arceus, a little bit of this, that, and the other. I've also been streaming a lot of Stray recently.
Oh yeah.
Great game, really enjoying it. Come and watch for cute cats and forcing fake animals to fight against their will.
Nice. Does that include the cats?
Yeah, why not?
Woohoo! We love it. Ewan, you're the next person on my... Sorry, I just... hairball. Too much talk of cats.
That was my Chewbacca impression to introduce you to Dirty 20 Live every Sunday at 4 PM GMT +1 because it's British summertime right now.
Yes.
We play D&D. We're on a bit of a hiatus at the moment. We're hoping to be back with our main game on the 28th. But until then, we're doing a few different one-shots, and hopefully this coming week we might have something special going on. Don't know if Mitch wants to say anything about that. I don't know what's going on with that.
It might be me running a game.
Yeah, that'll be terrifying. More space antics. But over there we play with Jay and Sam as well, and a bunch of other I was about to say nerdy ass voice actors there. That was just built into me. It's just built into me. I've watched so much of it. I know. I've watched so much of it. It's just.
That's what we are. We're knaves. We're miscreants.
Anyway, back to you, Mitch. I'm done. I'm done with it.
Thank you very much over there in the studio. In other news, I heard there's another channel on the scene that is suspiciously maybe illegal. Tell us more about that, Jay.
Sorry, it's not Jay today. It's Boyle Waxer. I mean, got the wrong one. I'll take this off.
Boyle McPoyle.
Yeah, I got a little channel called. Well, it's not my channel. I just do limbs for it. I had a couple limbs cut off once. I'm a clone, so I could kind of give the limbs because I could just chop them off another friend of mine, take their limbs. You know, good limb content on there, I hear. If you ever need to get your daily dose of limbs, I heard there's someone else on this channel without limbs as well. A certain character lost a limb. I might be getting it in the post, hopefully. Come on down, play some limb games.
Thanks, Waxer. Thank you very much. Cheers. And all of the studio magic is ruined by Waxer standing up and leaning off to the side. And then Jay turning back up. What is... I'm just interested in what he's doing now.
Oh, yeah. I just wake up with all this paint on my hands.
You had paint on your hands?
I wake up with paint on my hands. I don't know what happens. It's like I go in a fugue state.
Oh, what? Was you not there for that? Did you not see Waxer show up?
See what? No. Didn't see shit.
Maybe you like black out. Maybe you are Banksy and just black out and do modern art.
Maybe, I got paint on my hands.
It would be so Jay to accidentally be Banksy without knowing.
Is that the legend, is it, that Jay is Banksy but he just goes into a fugue state and doesn't remember?
It's canon.
Wakes up with paint in his hands.
He's got a secret bank account with millions in it but he can't access it.
That is honestly the most Jay thing.
I love the lore. Well, if you enjoyed that lore, join the Discord to find out more about it. And if you enjoyed anything else that we've said, follow us on Twitter and follow the channel. That's all for this evening. Bye. No. Let's roll the intro scene. We'll see you in a few. Hello and welcome back. So, last time on Natural Wonders, I'm just looking for the tab, don't mind me. We began on the planet of Ryun, the desolate obsidian planet, where you had stashed, well not stashed, but landed with your loot in tow. Bip had successfully dragged it through the force and then been stunned and reawakened to help you've moved all the loot onto your ship. But that's when you saw it. The single dark ship coming into view from between the tumultuous storm clouds above. Flashes of red lightning seemingly all too well timed to be a coincidence. You tried to flee from your pursuers as the Inquisitors landed their ship and walked towards you, perhaps in an attempt to invoke fear, perhaps not expecting you to just up and run. However, the 12th brother, reaching out with the Force, was able to drag your ship back down to the planet's surface and force you into a conflict. The fighting didn't immediately break out, as Carlyle was quick thinking and attempted to persuade the Inquisitors of his stature as an Imperial officer. Bearing in mind he was still dressed in the correct uniform to make this a successful attempt. However, even with some influence in the Force and Bip attempting to reinforce the idea, the fighting got too carried away and it was too far gone. A gruesome battle occurred, resulting in your captain losing his arm. However, you were able to defeat the Inquisitors, the large, slug-like individual, and the four-armed individual. I can't remember the alien race names. The Hutt and the...
Forearms.
What are they called? Dexter.
Oh.
Dexter's...
Yeah, that one.
Guy.
Laboratory.
Dexter's lab. You guys, retreated to the medbay, along with...
Esselisk.
Besalisk.
That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Besalisk, that's the one. And the Keldor. Retreated to the medbay with Hondo Onaka, who just kind of tried to help you deal with the grievous, most painful wound you've ever experienced. And you resorted to taking a few doses of spice. Bip and Zakian worked together to dispose of the Inquisitors' corpses in the fires of the wrecked Imperial vessel which Z had flung a thermal detonator into. You were short, however, to collect all of their lightsabers. Bip reached out into the Force and felt that the Inquisitor had found some semblance of peace in his death. We finished with Kalal and Bip having a discussion, during which Kalal dropped his guard, revealing many deep truths about his true nature. He was not in fact the man they knew, and it was all an act. He expressed his desire, however, to help Bip with the holocron, and they agreed to proceed with some training, much to Zakian's dismay. And that's where we pick up this evening, as you guys head back to your ship and regroup. You watch as Zakian, in a bit of a huff and a puff, stamps off and disappears into the grates of the ship to whatever hidey hole that he hides in. He is nowhere to be found for the time being. What would you like to do, crew?
Walking back onto the ship with Carlisle, I'm gonna make my way to the med bay to go and check on the captain.
Sure. You head round to the med bay.
I think at this point, I'd like to say that you just cinematic beauty, you walk in after Tux just asked Hondo to bring him the small Bacta tank, and he's just dropped his arm in the Bacta tank.
The severed limb.
The severed limb in the Bacta tank.
Yeah, so Bip and Kalal, if you're joining, you would enter the med bay to see just plunk as this I mean, it's a whole limb. It's from the fingertips to the upper arm, plunk into this metal container filled with a kind of, it's translucent, but it's a cloudy liquid with maybe like the dullest tint of colour, but mostly clear. And you see Tuk's arm in there.
Is that how it works?
Maybe we'll grow another captain.
I'll be the one to put out his misery. If we do, can't have two of them.
Seriously though, you so okay?
Yes, Pip Pip, fucking daisies over here. I love getting my arm cut off.
Oh, this isn't your first time.
I'm no doctor, but it looks like the wound was cauterized, which means you should survive. But I'm not sure how plausible it is to reattach the arm.
If he does go on.
There's there any choice? There's gotta be a way, right?
There must be a way, but probably expensive. Do we even know where we can go? Like a mod person, maybe? Doctor?
I heard when I was listening around on Tatooine, I did hear about some interesting groups that that enjoy cybernetics. Weird bikes, though.
Explodes.
One of them Ripper docs.
It depends on how well you want cybernetic to be.
How about none at all? I ain't having one of those fucking things on my arm.
You want your arm?
Or my arm.
We still need to find someone that can do it. Do we know anyone we could speak to? Kala, what about your friend from the dancer place? Would she know anyone?
I mean, it's possible. I don't know why you're inferring my friend. You have also met her.
Yeah, she's no speak to me like she speaks to you, though, so...
That is true.
So, maybe we could start there for your arm. Hell, maybe we could even pay with the Inquisitor's arm that we cut off. Cut off?
I was going
remove.
to suggest an arm like that on the black market, that would go down. Might pay off a portion.
It could do.
Hold on 1 second. Reaches into his pouch again and takes another hit of spice.
Imbibes.
You haven't seen Took like take this much in a long time.
That isn't your first dose, is it?
Yes, Pip Pip is the first dose I've had in all my adolescence. What do you think?
Well, I suppose if, as long as you're not dead. Good, but we still need to go somewhere to get you fixed. Get off of this planet at least before maybe more or worse arrive.
Yeah, have we taken off yet? We could be coming.
Well, Zakian disappeared. I'm not sure where Z is. We have to decide whether or not we return to Hoth to try and give this back, which seems like a bad decision. As long as we can get some sort of communication with, what was his name? Zeros? Was it?
Xerox.
That one.
We need to get communication with him again, so that we can deliver what we need to, and then... Oh shit, is Hondo's in the fucking room! I definitely... sorry?
What are you talking about, huh? What is this?
We're talking about getting off world so we can sell these parts.
Would you have not said that if he was in the room?
I absolutely would. Yeah, if he was in the room, if I realized he was in the room, I wouldn't have said that.
That's fine.
Or I might have said it under breath, perhaps, or kind of hinted at it.
Yes, I do agree. I think getting off planet is a good first step. Where we go, I don't think it matters. As long as it's... Let me think if I know any areas in this area of space that could help us, huh?
You know, Nar Shaddaa is not a bad bet. It's a good place to sell things. I know it's in Hut territory, but we have allies there, and...
I have a question. We're going to Hut space.
Huh? What?
Is that a question? It sounded more like an imperative.
Yeah, I said it's out of the question. I ain't going to Nar Shaddaa, not yet.
Why? We might be able to get you help there.
Alright, I'll be fine. I got my God-given sword hand still. As long as I got enough of this, I'll be fine.
He just takes another hit of spice again.
It's 2 doses.
This is 4 doses. It took 2 last session.
Are you wanting them to carry over? Is that what you're asking? Because I think, like rules as written, it's like end of scene. The
End of scene,
go,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. But in the grand scheme of things, it's like 4 doses.
Yeah.
It's like four doses in this space of what, like.
Took, maybe you need to slow down, huh?
No, I'll slow down when I say it's time to slow down. Sell this. Get our credits. We'll piss off and lay low.
Well, I know you said it is out of the question, but if we are wanting to rendezvous with Asmorgan, he is on Nar Shaddaa. We can figure out a buyer for all these goods, and how they say, make a big profit.
We need to fix the communication, though, if we want to speak to him.
Well, we can go and find him. I know where he is.
I think traveling
without
without...
a ship repaired on Nar Shaddaa.
Okay.
It's just my 2 cents, huh?
Okay.
My 2 credits.
Sounds perfectly good to me. Is that the plan?
I think if we can repair our communications, it would be beneficial. Perhaps Zakian could work on that, possibly try and get underway somewhere. Nar Shaddaa is a long way from here, right?
It's pretty far. I'm just checking as
long
well.
way.
Oh lord, where the heck was Nar Shaddaa?
It's in same
Right,
system
in
as
Nalhata.
Nalhata,
Yeah.
right?
which is, yeah, right on the other side, like halfway around the galaxy.
Northwest. Yeah, so that's what.
Yeah, we are.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's weeks away.
It's a long old journey if you want to get that far. It's literally.
Because we wouldn't even be going.
Do we know how much
on hyperspace
fuel-
lanes?
Do we know how much fuel we have? Because we haven't had like a stop off in a while, right, to refuel.
Good point. You know who might know that information, but they're not here right now.
Oh no.
One of you can go ahead and make a mechanics check if they want to check out the ship.
I'll do that, I guess. I'll
give you
have
blue
a little
dice
look.
because you'd be semi-familiar with this.
Should we roll Destiny as well?
That's the cool
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Good
Oh, yeah, we should
point.
do that.
Yeah, let's roll Destiny first. And let me have a look at this thing you guys said about. It says in... Oh. I just put it in all your journals. I didn't say edit. Lol. There you go. Well, I'm ready for you to roll Destiny when you are able to click on the button. It's 2 dark side
Fuck
Z.
you now.
One for
Fuck
bit.
you.
You love it. You love using dark side.
We don't roll light
Double
anymore.
light.
Only two.
Hey, only Tuck
Tuck
does.
does.
Well, you've been on a bit of a bad streak, too. That's like a return to grace
Ooh.
there.
Oh, there we
Double
go.
light.
Hello. It's just 4 of you today, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be it.
So there's your light side, dark side. So yeah, so Z, how are you going to check how much fuel is on board?
I mean, I had my own ship once before, right? I'll go to the engine room. I assume there's some sort of like gauge.
Yeah.
Have a little look, see kind of what we're on. Did you say computers?
Mechanics.
Mechanics, okay.
Or no, I'm gonna say mechanics.
Alright.
I was gonna allow pilot in space, but I changed my mind.
The difference in role.
Yeah. You head down round to the engine room. You have a little, like, I mean, it's still, I mean, you remember the state the ship was in when you guys inherited it. It was a right state, you know. There was clutter everywhere. It was rusty. There were pipes hanging loose. There was wires sparking. There were steam vents everywhere. But now, it's not as bad, you know. Still a bit rusty. Still a bit smelly. Like, it could do with probably a good cleaning. But you can make your way around the engine room and you can find the right dials and instruments that you need to. And you have a look at the fuel indication, and you reckon there's probably enough fuel for like a week of travel.
Okay.
But you might be a little off. You kind of like tap the fuel gauge and it wiggles around a little bit, but it's somewhere between 5 and 7 days worth of travel in there.
Okay.
Sorry, how long did you say Nar Shaddaa was away?
A week away as well.
We didn't even work it out because it's far.
Oh,
no.
okay.
It's very far though.
Let me check.
Okay.
I mean, as the crow flies, but obviously this is without. This is
Lanes.
This is without lanes. As the crow flies, you guys are in Ryun, which is like right down there.
It's near
1,
half of it,
2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I've never heard that
14.
phrase before.
What?
As the
phrase?
crow flies. I've never heard that
Wait,
before.
you've not?
Never heard that.
No.
Are you serious?
Wow.
I thought you
Wow.
would have.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the straightest point between straightest
Well,
line
yeah.
between 2 points.
Yeah.
So it's 14 grids away. So that's 2 weeks worth of travel. That's if you beeline there through potentially dangerous space, right? If you wanted to take hyperspace lanes, you could go north twice, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the left to Corellia, and then you could take the green hyperspace lane north. 1, 2, 3, and then you could take a minor couple of. Well, no, wait, just 2. Then you can take a minor hyperspace lane up north, west. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sounds quicker just to do the crow flies, lads. But danger and no fuel.
I mean, to be fair, that was still 14. So still like.
Still 14. So it's.
Oh, it's still the same.
and
Okay,
you-
it's probably.
If you
yeah.
take the hyperspace lanes, you'll be going through lots of different planets and lots of different systems to potentially stop at. If you get supplies,
Including the core worlds.
Cool
you will
words,
go
yeah.
directly to Corellia, which is, as you guys probably all know, like within the top 3, 4 most populated planets in the.
That'd be the most center. That is the most core wheel I've ever been.
It will be the most core you'd ever been if you choose to take that route. You could avoid some of the core worlds if you use the red route a little bit. You could like go out towards Mustafar and then go round, but it's up to you guys to figure out your navigation if you want to work around them.
I mean, I'll obviously go back to the group. We will need to refuel on the way. I can see what systems are on the way if Nar Shaddaa is our planned next stop.
Well, I think it's gonna have to be that.
Me, I think so too. It's a good place to sell the stuff, and we can get Took fixed up, hopefully. And gives me some time to work on some things, and then I sort of look at Carlisle at the same time.
Alright
But,
then. Sounds good.
and
Dare
then
I
Mis-
say,
yeah.
we have a little celebration. A successful job.
It's not quite successful yet.
Is this true?
Very wise, droid. Never count your panthers before they birth.
Something like that, yes.
Or maybe, it's better to say never count your Minox before they hatch. No. I'm working on it. What do you think, though?
Misa preferred the Panther one.
Alright, well, back to the drawing board on that one.
I'm gonna turn to walk out and sort of try and gesture at Z to follow with me if he sees it.
I see everything. I see 300.
It's just a subtle little.
Okay, I'll kind of follow you out. Try not to make it look too suspicious. I guess.
Just when I walk out of earshot of Hondo.
Sure. What I will say is, as you guys are leaving the room, you hear behind you like, "Took, I'll give you some space, yeah."
Yeah, probably for the best.
If you need anything, let us know. And then Took, you guys who are left in the room, see Hondo exits, and you guys, as you kind of walk out together to try and have this chat, Hondo walks out with you. So, since they didn't want to celebrate, well, no, it was you, Pum. It was you who said to not do it. Fine, whatever, bye. And he just walks through.
So where's he gone to?
He goes out into the main cargo hold and sits down at the, like, ringed sofa chair you guys
Right, okay, fine. If we walk round to Z's cupboard...
Gonna have a little moment in the cupboard.
Sure.
Yeah.
You fit in the cupboard.
I don't know. I know someone that will in a minute, though. Right.
You guys go round to the cupboard, and you can hear like this weird noise as you come up to the cupboard. Just like.
I'll open the door.
Fucking know what's going on.
You see Desi standing there as two lightsabers ignite, and they just go back. Oh. Sorry. I didn't see you there.
I'll just look at Bip Bip. You gave them.
Misa had no room to carry them. Misa forgot. Don't stop doing that.
They're pretty amazing weapons.
Stop. Misa need to fix them.
I always did envy the Jedi.
Can I try?
Desi offers you one.
I just light it.
When you light it, you click the button and then it extends both sides, and you're now holding a double-sided red lightsaber.
I'm gonna like gently, kind of like as Desi's one is lit, like kind of like push them together and kind of like run it up and down.
It sparks and clashes, and you see the light flickering and emitting patterns all around the room.
This is a very nice weapon. I have never been one for close quarters, but this is...
Yes.
Thinking about it, you two don't... You nothing to do with the Force. You two are droids.
That still very much confuses me whenever you bring it up.
How does one feel the Force?
User cannot. It surrounds all living things. Misa not saying user not living, but user droids. You're not fleshy like us.
Of course, we are superior.
As he says that, I kind of look at him like, careful.
I mean, in many ways. But our understanding of the emotional complexities of biological life is far but inferior.
Maybe these are safest in use. 2 hands could have one each.
Well, as we discussed, and Desi looks at Yuzi, my debt has been repaid.
It has been paid in full, yes. I have been meaning to speak to you about this you are free to stay or you are free to leave.
Where are you going next?
Nashada. There will be a stop on the way, but I cannot say where that is yet.
Is there work to be done there?
On Nashada, yes. Always.
Perhaps that is my destination.
I may need your assistance again in the future, and you will be paid in full. Does Desi have a... Did we give him a comms?
I'm sure that the model of droid that Desi is, they can absolutely have communication.
Whether it's in this exchange or I've done it previously, I'll give him, like, my sort of details. We'll, like, exchange that.
This is good. I have been meaning to ask, this rebellion, are they good for the galaxy?
I have been as neutral as possible for the entirety of my existence, but lately I must admit the Empire has caused us a lot of trouble. We have seen the grief that they have caused to other civilizations.
In light of my recent awakening, I realized the errors of my former programming. I wish to undo some of the hurt I've caused.
Your programming is not your fault. Your primary objective is now your own.
Perhaps the rebellion is a good cause to make that happen.
They are in need of... I was gonna say people. Members.
Something to think about.
We have a long journey ahead. You have plenty of time. I was just about to say I'm gonna light it one more time.
Okay, give. See, you can keep on. Desi, give me that one.
Make me.
He has a powerful punch, careful.
If he wants to let saber fight, we say go.
Desi just extends the hand and doof, drops it into yours. It's a little too uncivilized for my liking. Despite the common belief.
Uncivilized as the droid who has knives in his arms.
I prefer the vibrant blade extends. Quieter. More discreet.
Z, take this too. Misa don't want to even hold this right now. I'm gonna give both to you.
Okay, I'll take it.
That's kind of odd, isn't it?
As he gives it to me, I'm just gonna be like, watch this. And I'm gonna light it, and then hold my arm out and just spin my arm around. So the blade's like...
What a collection.
I have more than you. It's a bit.
That's a pretty good technique. I wonder if anybody else has done that before.
That is pretty good.
It does remind me of a certain general. Did you ever hear of Grievous?
I have heard that name before, yes. I believe he is out of commission now.
So they say. He was our leader. He used to do that, but before.
Again. And I'll look at Bip Bip. Does this make me a Jedi?
No, it makes you fucking crazy. We're in a cupboard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you guys in a cupboard?
I was thinking in the corridor, like
yeah, the corridor.
yeah.
I've been imagining it's in the cupboard the whole time.
Just absolutely destroyed the walls and everything.
just put those away. Now is not the time.
I'll like put them back away and kind of flick them around and put them on my belt.
Right now we sir. That was crazy. Right, Misa brought you. This cupboard. We can lock it from the outside. Yes.
Affirmative. Yes.
We need to get Hondo here, stick him in here, so we can go and sell the other thing without him knowing.
Surely he will be aware that you have trapped him in a cupboard.
We say, oh, malfunction. Sorry, we get you out soon.
Wouldn't it be better if he was unconscious?
I could punch him very hard.
Or perhaps dead.
That would also work.
We just don't need to kill him.
It feels like it will end up in conflict either way. If you
If you want
deceive
to-
him, he will not be happy.
If you want to avoid conflict altogether, the only option is death.
This computes.
We can't just kill him.
I love
no.
having a murderous droid friend who just goes with everything I say.
It is the most logical conclusion.
Misa need another fleshy person. Wait here. I'm gonna walk off and try and find Kalal.
Well, as you leave, Desi looks at you, Z. Also, thank you for the save again.
When did I save him?
Desi was like on 1 hit point in that fight.
Oh yeah.
Wow, really?
And you killed the Inquisitor, right?
Didn't Desi
Oh,
stab him?
yeah.
Desi killed.
Good point. That
Well,
was
I
entirely fine.
meant to say to him, that was a very nice kill, by the way. Very impressive.
I am in much need of repairs.
We can get you repaired. Maybe get that arm looked at.
Yes. Luckily, this one is still working, huh?
You are like Took.
But I still have a hand.
Good point. It was not a good comparison in hindsight.
Perhaps it was a humorous comparison.
What was I gonna say to fucking? He's completely gone out of my head now.
Too much.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll think of it eventually.
So, Bip Bip, you wander off and you hear them two chatting as you walk away. Who are you looking for?
Kalal.
Kalawi. You hear Bip Bip wandering the ship looking for you.
So I would have gone and sat with Hondo when everyone kind of like left the room and he went to sit down. Would have gone and to have a bit of conversation with him, I think.
Sure. You sit down and he's kind of just got his... He almost looks like what Took would on an average day. He's got his feet up on the table and he's just kind of like lounging.
I would...
On a data pad.
I'd go and find wherever, I presume I would know where we keep any kind of drinks.
Yeah, there'd be a cabinet in this room, I would imagine.
I'll go over and take out 2... Sorry. The fucking triangle.
Yeah, I saw it.
You're good.
Anyway, I'll go and pick up 2 glasses and a bottle of something, whatever it is, and kind of walk over and pour a drink for the 2 of us.
What's funny, huh? Yeah, he leans forward and Please stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's Tuesday, innit?
Ewan, do you remember why you had to remove your chat from the 20 show?
Yeah, I know there's some types of random.
This is why.
Yeah.
fine. I like to have the rolls on screen.
Yeah, yeah, I get you.
Anyway, moving on. So we're celebrating after all, huh? He like leans forward to take the bottle.
I will let him take it from my hand.
Oh, swilled. Try it. It's disgusting, but effective.
I'll take it. Take a swig.
Yeah, it's like really, really like it's like potent and cheap vodka. It tastes like.
Not exactly top shelf.
No, probably like a basement shelf.
Yeah, tastes like that.
But like a basement that flooded a couple of years back, and you never cleaned it properly, and then you find a bottle of booze down there a few years later. It's probably fine. So you crack it open, and then you contract a horrible disease and die.
What are you gonna do? Waste it?
Exactly. And he grabs the bottle again and swigs it down. This job, it feels good to have it done, finally, And I know we still need to sell it, but that's the easy part.
Yeah, when you first told us about this and gave us more details, I really didn't think it was going to be something we would pull off, but somehow we did. With a few, I suppose, hitches here and there.
I just hope there are no more hitches.
I think it's always best to be prepared for the unexpected.
Yes, I am. I always am.
You're, this is slightly off topic. You're someone that's traversed the galaxy, right?
Well,
Tuck always talks about how much experience you have. Very highly of you, actually.
as he should. I like to think I am the reason he is the captain he is today. He boarded my ship when he was a young one. All those years ago. All that time spent on Florum and causing mayhem in between. And I suppose now that is all in the past. My ship is gone, and hopefully I'll be retiring soon off the back of that lovely loot.
I'm sure retirement will suit you.
No.
But tell me, in that time of causing mischief and piracy, did you ever find yourself business, of course? Did you ever find yourself on somewhere called Atalon?
Oh, Atalon. I don't. It doesn't immediately jump out. What kind of system is it? Maybe I'll remember how to describe it.
If I'm honest, I'm not entirely sure it is a system, but got a feeling, a sense. It's a name I've been hearing recently.
Hearing, huh?
Yeah, talk to the right people. Just mentions here and there.
And what do they say about it?
Nothing very obscure.
I'm sorry, Coral. I don't. I know many things, but I think this is just one of the ones I do not know about.
Always with the ask. Tell me, what will you do with retirement?
I I will have to buy a new ship, of course. To get to my dream home somewhere in the Outer Rim, nice and quiet, no one around. We have a nice cantina, perhaps, maybe on Tatooine.
Why does it always come back to Tatooine?
I think it's like central to the idea of the franchise.
Yeah, that makes sense. It all started there.
No, but you know, it's quiet enough. As long as you don't bug the Empire, they tend not to bug you there. Plenty of travelers. You know, retirement doesn't mean that work ends for me. It just means that the danger ends, hopefully. But
Sounds nice.
something tells me it might not be that easy, huh, Carlo?
What makes you say that?
I mean, come on. I'm not a fool. You all
I know.
talk like I don't know what's going on here, huh? I expect it from Took. It's exactly what I want him to be like. Cutthroat, remorseless. I just wish you cut me in. Like we could have abandoned as Morgan at least. Come on.
What exactly do you think's going on?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. You have that little lizard skulking around. The Black Sun ship. Scavengers. Unholt? Unlikely.
Well, I guess that's what happens when you are addicted to spice.
Yes, he's hitting it pretty hard in there. You need to be careful he doesn't go too far.
Well, if we don't engage with what you believe is going on, I think an overdose of spice is the least of our concerns.
I'm sorry?
I think there's a few things that you haven't pieced together.
Enlighten me then.
It's funny that you say that that we should have not been surprised by your realization of this, but I always kind of assumed that you might get an inkling of something. There is no decision to betray you. I'm not sure if that's entirely correct. But Took's in something very bad. And whether he meant to or not, we got dragged in with it.
And he like goes to say something to you, and then he hears something and looks, and bip you come walking around the corner into here, and you see like Carlyle and Hondo obviously in the middle of a fairly intense conversation, and he's like, ugh. You see him just take a swig of the drink and look towards you, bip. Hey, do you want a sip? It's awful.
So definitely not now, no.
He like throws the bottle to you.
I'll just force push it back to him.
I know you
doesn't even reach my hand.
And he takes another drink, puts it on the table.
Sorry to disrupt. Carlo, could Misa grab you for a quick second, and then you can go back to your chat?
Sure.
I'm not going anywhere.
And
I'll get up and kind of turn and look down towards Hondo before I walk away with Bip. For what it's worth, I think that you are a good and honest person.
You couldn't be more wrong, but I appreciate it.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah. Drink.
I'll walk with Bip Bip.
Okay.
You guys walk out. You see him just get like relaxing again.
Okay.
Yikes! Yikes!
You see on the map, right?
Yeah.
So is this the cupboard here?
This is the cupboard round here.
That's the cupboard.
So
okay,
like Desi's in
that's,
there. Usually.
Yeah, that's where they are. Okay.
So the cupboard is across from the crew quarters.
Yeah. This bit here.
South hallway.
Like this area here.
Over on the left side. That's just the hallway that leads round into the cargo hold.
Is that out of earshot of Hondo and Z and Desi?
Yeah, I don't see why not. If it was, we could say it's probably whilst Z and Desi are having that last little conversation, you go round there, you know, you'd have to talk quietly, it's not possible to do.
Yeah, okay. Right, just quickly, I was saying to Z and Desi about trapping Hondo in the cupboard while we sort out what we're going to do. A little discussion of how we're going to sell this other thing.
He knows.
To it. Oh.
I think he's always known. Or at least.
Okay.
For a while.
Misha then would probably go and tell Z and Desi that because they were planning to kill him.
Right, well. I don't think killing him would do much good.
That's what Misha said.
He's one of the few people that we actually have as an ally. I never wanted to really betray him to begin with.
I mean, I think that there's a difference between betray and killing.
Of course. Yes, of course.
So he knows we need to give this to the Black Suns.
I'm not sure how much he knows, but he certainly knows that things aren't exactly as they seem.
Maybe we should just come clean then and tell him?
I think that's the best way.
Because he's not going to lose out. We're still selling the stuff with him. It's just this other big thing. It has to go to where it's going.
I didn't.
Otherwise, we
get around. Yes, I didn't get around to saying that you walked up by that point, but.
Okay, Misa, sorry.
It's fine.
Should Misa go get Z and we should go meet up and tell Hondo all together? Or you so want to
I'm worried that he will see that as us ganging up on him. I don't want to provoke something.
Okay. You so want to speak with him? Misa tells Z not to disturb.
Damn, I wish I knew what the right decision was here.
This is a good lesson. Sense. Feel out. Do what feels right. Don't overthink. Trust your instinct.
Okay. I think we should be diplomatic about it. I think we should... I think that I should talk to him and tell him exactly what's going on.
Okay. That's a good. Me so agree. I'm so very glad you said that you didn't say kill him, because then I know you're so going down the dark side of the Force, but... Good. Misa go tell Z, and you can go speak with Hondo, because Took is probably passed out on spicing now, trying to sleep off and recover, maybe. And then, I tell you what, Misa gets Z to go start flying the ship, because we should get a move on.
We should leave. I'm worried they'll be able to tell where they went.
We should go set a course for Nashida, and we'll stop off for fuel or whatever on the way.
Alright. So you guys part ways. Bit.
Yep.
You head round to where Z and Desi are still talking. You think you overhear like Desi saying like, I could walk behind and hit the back of his spine, paralyzing him immediately.
Oh my god.
Z replies with, yes, and we will need to hide the body from Took.
I could flush it out of the airlock in a matter
Maybe-
of moments.
Maybe we should steal his arm first.
His arm.
Or Took. They are the same species. Maybe it will be compatible.
Doesn't Took already have his own arm in a jar?
That is a very good point.
I don't know how I know that because I wasn't there for that scene, but
You should read your script more thoroughly.
Oops. Oh, hi, Pip Pip. How's it hanging?
As that conversation's going on, I just overhearing the planning of the death of Hondo. I'm just gonna force pull towards me the two sabers, and then just throw them into the crew quarters and then shut the crew quarters door.
What gives?
We should not killing here.
Its fucking shirt made another appearance.
Knew that was so sis.
That caught me so off guard. I looked at you at the wrong time.
This is my Pokemon inspired shirt.
We're all wearing Pokemon t-shirts, boys. Stand up.
Oh, I'm not, but I've got this.
Oh wait, I've got one too.
What is that?
Oh.
What's that?
It's a
I
little...
thought when he said I've got one too, I thought he was about to bust out a Sam shirt.
That'd be cool.
Next week.
Oh, I have that from
Oh.
Darkius.
You should be thankful for that. Do you know how hot I was in that fucking two
yeah.
layers in this heat?
You bided your time. I respect that.
Oh dear.
You went for the bit.
Carlo, you head back round to where Hondo is.
Mm-hmm.
Bip, you go and chat to Z. You overhear that conversation. What do you say? Sorry, you were going to say something, I think.
Oh yeah. I was just gonna say. So we should not killing Hondo. Misa spoke to Carlo. Hondo knows what the fuck is up. Carlo is going to smooth things out. We should need to leave. We should. Misa, help if you wish. We should need to go fly the ship away. Now, Shadao, we should go.
In all honesty, is it a good idea for you to hold on to them? Oh wait, no, he threw the sabers, didn't he?
Yeah. I just threw him into the crew quarters.
Ignore that. I'll go fly the ship.
Just goes.
Alright. So you go head to the cockpit and you start setting the course. So Sam, what I want you to do is take this moment whilst the roleplay happens to decide the course you want to go on. Carlo, you head back round to where Hondo is and he's still on the chair having a drink. But Took, have you been doing anything that you want to because everyone left you alone in the med bay.
You've
At the moment, you've got 4 doses of spice in your system. You can see in the room, you look around, there's sitting on a desk, a Bacta tank with your arm in it, and on the wall, sitting on where the medicine cabinet is, a metallic arm just up there where I believe it was Hondo had put it last time, because you said you didn't want it. So he just put it over there on the side, and that's kind of like your surroundings right now.
He's just looking inside of his arm, quite high at this, very high at this point. Looking at the severance of the arm, and I don't know. No one's in here to see his face, but it doesn't look good.
Roll a D100.
D100, alright. 32.
You're pretty seasoned. Your tolerance for spice is pretty high. So, although you're definitely feeling the effects of these doses, right? Like you can feel how intense this is and the amount that you've taken. You're handling it pretty well. You don't feel like you're gonna pass out or drop dead. But you feel yourself swaying from left to right slightly, and the air feels thick around you, and you kind of look down at the now what is like the stump of your arm, and like you're sure, like you can just see it like it's like it's writhing. It's like it's weird. It's like moving.
Takes his other hand in like a flash of fear and anger. He takes it. It wraps that around the thing and like squeezes it.
Squeeze it.
And like digs his fingers into the cut, into the slice.
You re-irritate the pain and it like sears to your arm, but you look again and it's back to normal. Like it doesn't look like there's. It almost like there was something underneath your skin writhing around, but now it's back to normal.
Spits on the floor. He gets up and heads over to the.
You try to stand, and you now realise just how much of this toxin is in your system, and you're weak on your knees, like your legs are like jelly, and you kind of fall down to your knees.
Goes to reach for his pistol with his pistol arm. It's just like
it's not there. It's
like
you have that classic phantom limb.
Yeah,
feeling.
phantom limb thing.
You still feel like you can reach, but you can't grab the pistol.
I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna like he's kind of on the ground near the thing. He's gonna take the other arm and like with like a big swoop, like try and smash the back to tank with the armor.
So
like,
with your sword arm.
Yeah.
Are you using your blade to do that? Like
no. I think he goes for his blade, but he kind of like goes to knock it over.
Yeah,
so I don't know if it will break that.
You knock the back tank over. You just see all the liquids spill out onto the floor, and your arm like kind of half falls out of this container, which then rolls onto the ground in front of you. Makes a huge mess.
That's right. He's just gonna just lay in it, looking up at the ceiling now, like on his back.
All right. We'll leave that there for the moment. Carlisle, you kind of hear like a noise in the other room, like a clatter and something hit the ground. As you head over towards where Hondo is, because that's quite close to the med bay. The Hondo like turns around and sees you. Oh, you're back.
Yes. One moment. Did you hear that?
No. Hear what?
There was a bang.
Are we taking off?
Suppose it could be that. But yes, that is the plan. Must have been my imagination. Gonna walk back over towards him.
Sits back up in his seat again.
Apologies to leave our conversation so in the middle.
I understand. When when a Jedi asks you for a conversation, you don't tend to say no.
Not sure how much of a Jedi he classes himself as.
Well, he has a sword of a color that is not red. So, to me, he is a Jedi. And he moves stuff with his hands without touching it. That is Jedi right there.
True enough.
Could it not Jedi carry a train through hyperspace? I don't think so. Unless they were a ship with a big magnet.
Perhaps. That very well could be.
Where did we leave off, huh?
We were addressing the banter in the room.
Of course. So how much is it worth then? You must know.
I'm guessing he's referring to the big stuff.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but somewhere in the ballpark of 200,000-300,000.
Altogether?
I believe so.
This is so much credits.
It is.
That is exactly what we needed.
It is.
Now is the part where you let me down easy, huh?
Well, it's not much of a consolation, but the additional things were not a part of the deal. The blasters, the rest. Just the big boxes.
Okay, so we still have something to work with, but not
Not a lot, no.
not retirement fund worthy, huh?
No. And believe me, we didn't have much of a choice in this decision. When you told us of the shipment, there was no discussion of turning against you and taking that upon ourselves in honesty. It would be rather stupid, given the fact that we do not have the context that you clearly do. But when we were on Naboo, and we received a call. As I mentioned, I don't know how much time had passed since Took was involved with you, but whatever it was, he got himself involved with some slave trade. And found himself indebted with the Black Suns, and they came to collect when we refused to deliver a group of Wookiees to Ryloth. We returned to Kashyyyk and let them free, and the Black Suns did not appreciate that. So, in their stead, they informed us of a shipment on Hoth. And of course, it was the same one that you had mentioned.
Goddamn. Bantascading. There always been bad news. They always somehow find out about the big scores. They don't leave anything else for us enterprising businessmen. So what?
However, they found out, they told us, and informed us that we had no choice but to go on with this job. Otherwise, they would find ways of us paying the debt in other ways.
How very typical of them. Do you want to know the kicker? As Morrigan, he's proving to be quite fickle. He assured me that he was the only person in the galaxy who knew about that job.
Well, clearly something or someone was lying.
So
You should probably ask him how he found out.
Pimple is playing both sides here.
I'm not knowledgeable enough about your relationship with him or him in general to make an assumption on that, but it certainly sounds like a plausible explanation.
We're going to have to make him talk. If he has denied me of this glorious profit, then he'll be paying. So it's the Black Suns then, huh? They want the good stuff. What does that leave us with?
You would know better than I. I only know the big score.
So they don't want anything else, just the radar stuff.
As far as we've been told. And of course they know that we are working with you. As far as they are aware, you are in the dark. You don't know about this big score.
Let's see. You know, you could have told me about this from the start. We could have figured something out. We could have pulled the wool over their eyes.
I don't disagree with you. But given how deceptive they can be, it's not far out of the realm of possibility that they had our ship bugged. He was in our ship at one point. I'm pretty sure that's right, correct? He came to our ship at one point.
Waiting for you. One time.
In all honesty, they could be hearing this conversation right now.
Yeah, they could.
But our communications are down, so hopefully that would mean that anything broadcast across it might... Yes. Or he's here with us right now. In which case, good luck to Zaki, who is probably crawling around the vents right now.
You make it sound like a ghost story.
Well, sometimes they do feel like ghosts. They come when you least expect them, out of the shadows, out of the darkness.
If you're
and they scare the shit out of you.
If you're expecting me to be a problem here, I won't. I understand. I've known Took for longer than any of you. You always had a way of finding trouble. And it would be unfair of me to make all of you pay for his mistakes, huh?
As loud and obnoxious at times as Took can be, I don't think he is a bad man. I don't think he deserves whatever the Black Suns will probably do to him, more so than any of us. But we all did take part. We all made the decision not to deliver those Wookiees, because it was the right thing to do. We could have made credits, but we didn't. And I don't think he should be punished for that.
Neither do I. You're a very convincing individual, Garlau. I think there's a good chance that if Took had this conversation with me, I might have been a little bit more angry.
He's abrasive, but he means well. I'm sure you know.
Yeah, dude. Huh? Yeah. Sorry about that. There was the R5 droid was coming in asking for things, huh? Get out of it! Bring me another drink. Sorry, Kalal, I didn't hear you over the stupid whirring of that droid.
I was asking if you like this IG shirt that I had made on Naboo before we left.
It is a strange face for the IG droid, huh? Who knew they could be so expressive? For such a cold-hearted killing machine. But that, in reality, Kalal, Took, if he had come to me with this, I think this conversation might have gone differently. But it does not end here with this. We can still make this work. No, we can deliver a fake version of the product to the Black Suns, or we can just cut and run and disappear and I don't know, hide in the core worlds. They'll never go there. They wouldn't dare. Or at the very least, we need to talk to Asmorgan and find out how the Black Suns knew about this train job. Because he said he was the only one with the intel.
Well, sounds like we have a conversation to have with the rest of the crew.
Alright.
But I appreciate your candor in this situation. It's not an easy thing to hear.
No. If it was anyone else, One of us would be on the ground, huh?
And by your experience, I wouldn't imagine it would be you.
I always shoot first.
Probably a wise decision.
And then make sure that everybody is understanding that it was me who shot first. No debating to be had.
I mean, if people tell the story later on, they might alternate it and make it look like that you didn't. To reinforce a type about your character so that you don't seem so heartless.
Well, you know, when it all comes push to shove, they'll know in their hearts. Because they'll have a blaster bolt in it. Well, I guess I'll wait here. You can gather the crew whenever you're ready.
I should probably check on Took as well.
Yes, he's, just be gentle. I think he might be, in a bit of a haze. A bit of a spice-fueled rage, huh? Fugue state,
He did just lose his arm.
He did. Well, he knows where it is. It's not lost. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of an alternative to say, but you are right. Yes.
I am just, you know, I never miss an opportunity. You go. High five! What is my drink? And you see the droid with a little tray on.
I'll go to where Took is in the med bay.
Sure. So as you walk round to the med bay, we'll go over to Z. Sam, have you plotted your route, or would you like to go to break and then come back with it?
I have a course to suggest to the crew.
Do you want to?
There is a little bit of an ulterior motive behind it. Can do, yeah.
All right. Let us know what your plan is then.
Do we want to do it gathering everyone, or do you want me to just go through it?
You can gather everyone if that's what you want. Or in the light of where we are, maybe it's better to do it when we come back from the break.
Yeah, sure.
Because Kalar was just headed to talk to Took, so we will take our break there. It's about exactly 8:30, so that's perfect. So we'll be back in around 10 minutes max. So we'll see you in a few. Don't go anywhere, baby. See you in a minute. here we go. Welcome back to the second half of tonight's episode. You join us as the party regather after a dramatic battle and sort of plan their next steps with some long-awaited discussions occurring. We'll go back. Carlisle, you enter the medbay to check on Took. And Took, what does he see as he enters the room? Are you still...
He just backed all over the metallic floor. He's laying most of the portion of it, and his like eyes flickering, and his severed arm, just kind of next to him, or his smashed glass about.
I mean, the moment that I kind of see that and it registers with me, I'm just gonna shout out, "Help! Help! I need some assistance!"
I'd probably say that echoes around the halls of the ship for anyone who wished to respond through it.
I think I would probably run just in case of like... I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you run round to the medbay and you see a similar sight. Everyone on board arrives, and you kind of all see a similar state. Took just kind of out of it on the ground in a puddle of Bacta fluid, his arm just laying on the ground.
I'm gonna be already over there, like trying to heave him up. Someone help me get him on the bed.
As soon as someone touches me, though, you feel his good hand grab you by the collar, and he brings himself in. "I'll kill you, you slimy cunt!" He's like looking at you straight in the eyes.
I mean, I'm just gonna look off to the side until someone comes.
Yeah, I'll go up and like just grip him and kind of help Kalal get him up, I guess, like onto the bed, if the bed is the right way around.
So yeah, Took, as you grab onto Kalal's collar, you feel another set of cold metal hands lifting you up.
I'm gonna just say to him, "Okay, calm down, calm down. I'm going to death a bit." I'm gonna use my influence to try and calm him down.
Nice.
As I kind of instinctively try to exude this relaxed energy. I need to roll something there. I need to roll a force die.
Force dice to see which types of...
You best hope you roll light side.
Well, can I not... If I... yeah, this is true.
If you roll dark side, you don't have to proceed.
Yeah, you can just say it. You don't want to do it.
Fucking hell, man. Alright. LOL! Yeah, I just won't do it. It's just not working.
Do you roll just one dice, or do you roll the same as your force rating?
I don't know. It just says... I don't know, I've not really thought that.
It's equal to your force rating.
Oh, so I do technically have another one.
So roll 2.
Okay, so this would have to be 2 light though, right?
No, you just choose which one you want to use.
Oh, right.
It's like a pool that you get to choose from.
Yeah.
Come on now. Did it roll?
2. You can make him super dark.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, you can make him really sad.
I could, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to tap into it.
No, you kind of like... It's like this impulsive decision to try and reach out, and you can kind of get the vibe of like this feels like a bit of a shortcut. It doesn't really feel like the right way to go ahead, and you kind of just cut that off, sever it. Be able to resist.
Whoever's on the side of like my good arm, I'm gonna try like backwards elbow him. I don't know if it's...
So you kind of
Z
lunge
or...
around to try and hit Z, and Z. You kind of feel Took's elbow collide into the side of you and knock you back slightly as he's really struggling. Does not want you to hold him up.
Help me!
As I arrive.
See what's going on.
Kill the fucker. No. As I see what's going on, I'm gonna.
Wrong weak way. Wrong weak way.
I'm gonna attempt to influence.
You're gonna go for it as well.
I'm gonna go for it just to try and calm him down.
Roll your force die and see what your dice pool says today. You feel you reach out, but
oh my god, it's so shit.
Oh, hold on.
Is your force rating only 1? Still only 1, isn't it?
Yeah. Bib's no good at the force. Mate, anytime I manage to do stuff, it's just by pure fucking luck. Hold on. Such as rage, fear, and hatred. Yeah, no, definitely not gonna do any. Oh no! Make him scared of
Exacerbate it.
us.
You could.
No, that would make Took fight more. Yeah. Where's it scratch out? It's Ah. Yeah. Yeah. No. No. We just won't bother. We just.
Alright, yeah,
I
it's
guess
similar like I
at the moment,
described.
it's just not. Yeah.
Like I described with Kalal, like it just doesn't seem right. Like it's not clicking. The energy is not in the right place, and you let go of it.
However, let me just check. Yeah. I'm just gonna whip out a stim pack from my backpack and I'm just gonna jam it into him.
So Took, you watch as a big, from your perspective, your point of view. In fact, roll a D100 for me, Took.
Oh no!
My pleasure.
Roll 100.
I'm not gonna look like a Gungan in a minute, am I?
61.
Okay then. You feel the metallic clamps of restraints binding you and trying to restrain you as this individual dressed in like Dathomirian prison guard uniform, like imperial prisoner, medical staff, comes towards you with a syringe.
I'm gonna boot out a leg. My left leg and probably fall in the process. Like
Yeah,
kick.
So, Bip, as you walk towards him with the stim pack, you see like a boot come up towards you. You're not close enough to be kicked. Like this is just a gut reaction, and you see genuine fear in Took's eyes. Like he does not recognize you. And Z with that kick, like it catches you off guard, and he falls out of your grip to the ground again, and loses his balance.
He's just scrambling for the corner now. Keep the droid away from me! Keep it away!
Hondo kind of stumbles in as well at this point. Alright, calm down. Took! Snap out of it. Stand up.
Hondo.
Stand up. Look at me.
How are you here?
You're on the Crate Fang. It's your ship, you idiot. You're spiced out of your goddamn mind. Take the stim pack.
Where's my arm?
Where's
my arm? Give me back!
He picks it up off the floor. It's right here. You can have it as soon as you have a stim pack. You see Otto standing over your arm.
Why isn't it? Why don't I have my arm?
We can talk about that, but you need to rest.
Can I now attempt to go and jab him with it?
This is Pip. Do you remember?
Captain? You also remember me?
And this time the voice comes through how you expect to hear it.
Yeah.
Trust me, you used to need this.
He kind of slumps down now. His head resting on his knee. He just looks really tired now at this point, like just exhausted.
We all
Yeah,
got rest. It's been a very, very long couple of days, huh? The stim pack will help with that.
Yeah, it will.
Right, so this time you see Bip approaching you with still a syringe, but it's a stim pack this time. You can recognise what it is.
Jab
There's
him
no
up.
resistance, yeah, no resistance this time.
So you can heal 5 wounds, I don't believe.
Yeah, it's 5.
I used one last session. I don't know if it matters.
New session.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4,
But it might be
5.
between rests actually, but that's fine.
It takes a day for it to process.
I'll just
to be
do
full
one.
effectiveness. So it's
I'll
the
do one
following
less.
day you're
So
back
4.
to 5 again.
Yeah, I'll do one less than do 4.
Alright. Now let's all make an agreement from here on out. Nobody's going to do any more spice, huh? Can we all agree on that?
What do you mean we all need to agree on? The only one that does it is him.
We are all here, and it needs to be a mutual agreement, huh? So that nobody feels pressured or targeted, huh?
I physically can't do spice.
No, I guess not. And no downloading any of that weird stuff, huh?
I will try.
What do they call it? Like jacking on?
I do not want to talk about this right now.
Alright, when you're older, huh? No more spice. Look, I think you should hand over your supply to Kerlal or to the I-5 droid, someone who can keep it safe, huh? For when you're ready to imbibe again.
The locker.
Alright. Honda kind of looks at you, Kerlal, and like gestures for you to get it.
I'll go over.
Yeah, you open
Is
the
it
locker.
there?
Is it there?
There is like 2 doses of different kinds of spice in there.
I snort them both right then.
I'll
take them.
Supply.
Tuesday.
Yeah, so Kerlal, you can you have those doses of spice. Alright. There's no prisons here. This is the great time, huh? It's the Captain Took's ship, I was told at least, huh? Is that not right?
Yeah. Captain Took.
That's right, huh? So now, and sorry to drop the bombshell on you, but we have a little bit of a serious matter to deal with, huh? Because the Black Suns are gonna be coming, and they're not gonna be happy if we don't give them what they want. Is that right?
He pulls out pulls out for the gun now.
What are you? Where is that scaly?
Well, I don't know where he is, but he's not going to be happy if he doesn't know where we are pretty soon.
The radars. Oh no, yeah.
I know.
There's something we need to tell you. You know. Well, of course you know.
I always know, huh? Like I said to Kerlal, you tell me about a scavenger ship in the middle of the hot system, and then... anyway, there's some interesting points to go over there, but after we have dealt with the more serious problem. Or, unless we want to make a plan to double-cross the Black Suns, that could always be a fun avenue to explore and take all the profit for ourselves, huh? I'm open to the possibility.
I must be hallucinating. You can't be that stupid, can you?
Well, you know, this is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of job, Doki. These do not come around every cycle, you know?
We thought about it.
500,000 credits in the other room.
Living to tell it. Spend them. I mean, to spend them's a different matter.
I know. So
You see what we're already up against. We got the Empire in our rear. We got the Huts in our mouth. We got the Black Suns. Next,
They're waiting, keeping it warm.
In a hand.
where the sun
Still got one free.
Well,
We might as well just shoot ourselves out of the airlock right now.
no. Look, I understand. I'm not going to give you a hard time for this one. I just wish that that you felt like you could have told me, huh?
You would never have told us. I remember that day on Kessel. You didn't give us the full picture then.
You're right, I
You wouldn't.
didn't.
Look like that. Got a lot of us.
I know. You're right. I probably wouldn't have. But that's in the past now. I know. And I want to make up for my past mistakes. I'm not going to give you a hard time for this. I want to help you get this to the Black Suns. Clear. Sorry, that is a hard word for me. Clear your debts. And then the rest of the loot we can split it 50-50. It'll still be a nice payday, but not a wonderful one, huh?
I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, but I think it's the first time I haven't cared about credits.
Well, I can understand. Did you have a meeting place with the Black Suns? Are they expecting you somewhere?
Eve, on Hoth before everything, turned into a giant space battle. I think that's out the window now. We need to get on comms with them.
Right, so repairs then. That's the most important. Where's the little Batman, huh? He can fix them. He's good at that stuff.
You want me to comlink him? He will still have it on him. Zakian, are you around?
You hear Zakian. He answers the comlink and immediately hangs up.
I know you are angry, and I can hear. I know you can hear me. Could you please look at trying to fix the long-range comms, please? We still need to do the drop-off.
Signal's not getting through. He's disabled his comlink.
Motherfucker. I was just gonna scream out into the ship. I might give you one of the lightsabers.
A moment of silence as that echoes around. No response.
Z, you're good at fixing things now.
Sounds like we might need to get to a port then. Get it fixed if Zakian is not going to.
Are we still planning on heading towards Shada? I have plotted a route, but I can change it.
It's not urgent, is it? Unless it's not like we're gonna get there within the next 2 days. If we have somewhere we can get repairs done, at least then we can contact the Suns so that it doesn't seem like we're going on the run, which would be the worst thing to do.
En route, there is a trading outpost. I was planning for us to get fuel, but we can also get repairs.
I mean, we're not too far from Bespin. That's always an option.
Funnily enough, that was not. No, that wasn't.
There's always you see Hondo kind of like scrolling through the galactic map in his mind. What else is nearby? Jirok?
Bastine is on a hyperspace lane that we are basically on top of. It is.
What about Mustafar? What's that?
Mustafar? I've never heard of it. I think I heard you guys mention it before. As a potential escape plan or something, huh?
It's just the closest random place that we had chosen.
I see. The only issue with Bespin is, she had a pretty close space with Hoth. Now it's a little hot.
We don't know how that battle turned out.
We could just fly straight to Ord Mantell, maybe.
Ord Mantell, huh?
Is Ord Mantell?
It's some distance, but it's the Black Suns headquarters.
You want to
Do
go?
we have enough fuel?
That's on the other side of the galaxy. We would literally have to traverse the entire route. Or go through the core worlds.
We are in desperate need of fuel.
Alright, yeah.
The outpost then? 2 birds, 1 stone? Get comlink fixed and fuel?
Let's keep on the original course, the one you set. I trust you, Z.
To make you aware of everything, the only problem is we will be entering the inner rim, but the trading outpost is on the edge of a system. No need to enter a planet.
Which system?
Bestine.
Bestine. This is, close to colony space, no?
Yes.
It could work. As long as we lay low and don't, do anything stupid when we're on world. You have to be discreet when you're in core space, huh? Response times are much faster. You don't get away with doing, robberies and, shipjackings, you know?
I
The Imperials
have
are on you.
I have been to the Kestic station before. It is fairly quiet.
Alright, that sounds good then, huh? They have what we need, fuel, repairs.
Do we have enough to get there?
I believe so, yes. It is a 2, 3, 4, maybe 5-day journey.
Alright. Let's make it a clean cruise, huh? Dry cruise. No, drink or drugs on board.
You necked an entire bottle before you came in.
I did
here.
drink all of the ingredients of about 10 Dagobah slug slingers separately, but from this point onwards, you know, no, not a lot of support for the idea, huh?
I don't really drink, and I don't think Z does.
No.
And I'm sure Bit has some sort of religious thing that stops him from drinking.
Is that
Oh,
right?
not at all. Not at
Oh.
all. But the stuff we have on this ship is nothing to Gungan taste.
It's almost worse than peace in the glass, huh?
Yes. That's Zakin's favorite thing, though. Maybe we should get some of that.
So, just to clarify, are you suggesting that we run the Corellian trade spine down to Bestine?
Affirmative, yes.
What planet are we at the moment? Is it Ryun?
Ryun.
So, a couple of jumps to, what, Hearth? Or are we going to get on... Well, that was a weird accent. Are we going to get on at a different point? We don't know how the battle went.
The most direct route on hyperspace lanes will take us close to Hoth, but we will miss it.
And we just jump by it. We don't have to get on.
Yeah, I didn't account for the fact we're in Ryun, so it'll be 6-7 days, which is... That was enough, right?
Pushing your fuel limit, perhaps. You think it's probably alright. Pretty confident. Pretty confident.
I mean, it's a main trade route, right? So if we have any real problem, we could always call down a trader that's passing through if we have any real issue, right? I mean, I don't know much about this far out, but there's always ships flying around in the core worlds. This is the main trade run.
I'm sure if we pay, that would work.
Suppose that's set then to Bestin.
Alright. We sleep it off till we get there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever been inside of one of those Bacta tanks? I've heard they do wonders for the skin.
Well, I look over to the back tank. Is it smashed now, or...?
Well, the one that took smashed was like a smaller one, like a smaller container of Bacta
Oh,
fluid.
it's a container.
Yeah. just big enough for his arm, almost like a refill tank.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Maybe we all go back to Spar, somewhere in the core world, somewhere nice, huh? Treat ourselves.
Yeah. Not sure how well I would go down in the core worlds, but
Do you have something to avoid there? It might be beneficial for us to know before you're being arrested.
well,
by the
I
guards.
am a senator of Alderaan.
Okay, so
Ex-senator of Alderaan.
so you should already be dead.
Well,
In the
I was
Empire's book.
off-world. In a manner of speaking, they would like that to be the case.
I see.
I was off-world when, well, you know.
I know. I've heard the news. It's pretty.
Well, the Alderaan citizens on Coruscant didn't take too kindly at the time, and I was trapped inside. So I would imagine they, knowing that I did indeed survive now, will have records of me there. So I am hesitant about getting too close to the galactic core.
None of us are exactly welcome
No.
in the core worlds. We'll go have a little
Yes,
dainty
I
little
understand that,
galactic
but
spire on Nashadal. Get a few dancers.
Oh.
I know that he's hopped up on spice right now, but I don't think he quite understands the difference right now, except perhaps for Bip. What we've done has been concealed to the outer rim, whereas both of us have connections in the core worlds.
He's definitely wanted by the big baddie now.
We will have to be extra careful there.
So we don't want
More
them
than
to
we have been
fire
before.
from the ship.
The sooner we're in and out, the better.
Fine, no spice, no dancing. That certainly means no took.
Well, that's not good. That would have been a poor thing to say. I almost said the list will get there in one piece, but you're... Yes, it would... I apologize.
Yeah, take the piss out of the disabled, why don't you?
Hey, you're still... I'm sure you're still very adept in everything you can do. And, you know...
At least it wasn't my sword arm.
We'll get that fixed up, I'm sure. And, who knows, maybe you'll settle for a cybernetic eventually.
What if you could have one that becomes a blade, then you have two?
I know someone who did that. Overrated. He got it jammed in a fusion core.
That's a very specific problem. Do you know what the likelihood is?
Wait, Hondo should know this more than anyone. If you go back to Cirilla with a cybernetic replacement, they'll crucify you.
Yes, but... I mean... The Cylons and... Who needs them, huh? They think small.
Yeah.
You and I, we think big.
Yeah, I know, but I've never really liked the idea of becoming less me. Just means there's another part of me that ain't me.
Why
I'll
not
be
set
fine.
off?
All right. So, Z will be piloting, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone else going to assume co-pilot responsibilities?
No fucking chance.
Come on.
I'll do it.
All right. Fantastic. So you guys sit down in your chairs. Hondo sits in one of the back chairs, and I'm assuming Took, you go to the cockpit as well, or
Yeah, I'll come to the
yeah,
cockpit.
so you guys get ready to set off. You watch Z plot the course to Bestine.
As I plot it, you kind of see him hover over a particular system for a little bit too long for it to be an accident. And if you're paying attention, you see that is the Mechas system, the one directly before Bestine.
Perhaps
think
a moment of hesitation there.
Took
But I
won't be
plot
looking.
it.
But,
I don't think I'd be in the cockpit. No, I won't be in the cockpit at this point.
All right. Well, if no one notices or acknowledges, you finished plotting the course to the Bestine system, or are you going rogue like you did before? Way back when.
Oh, no, I'll plot it to Bestine. I can always stop it early if I want.
Sound like where this
Wait,
is going.
Sam, you need to blink there, bud. You need to blink.
Bet their minds.
Just act.
Oh!
That's terrifying. What the fuck?
Oh god, no!
Oh.
New
That's-
creature
Wait,
unlocked.
Sam, what do you need to say to everyone in chat? What was that? What does that mean, Sam?
My
What I
suffering.
want is for the when we get to the end of the episode, I want Sam to do his shout out, but Ewan needs to puppet it on the t-shirt. That's what we're gonna do at the end here.
Oh god.
Right, so you plot in the course, and you guys are able to take off. Now, you are still on Rayun, this very, very chaotic atmosphere planet. As you begin to take off and your ship angles itself towards its trajectory to break through the atmosphere and leave, you quickly remember that you're going to have to fight your way out of the storms here. And you remember the adverse effects of your ship nearly nosediving into the ground.
Yeah.
So Z, I need you to make a piloting check, please, sir. And I'm not going to give you a blue dice for your co-pilot.
Yeah, that's fair. It's space, right?
Yeah, boy. But it proves not an issue for Z's enhanced perception skills. He's able to detect every anomaly in the atmosphere as you guys are heading up and out of the atmosphere. You do see crackles and flashes of blue lightning and a couple of red ones too as you guys make your way through those pitch dark clouds. All light on board the ship just dims entirely and you can only see in areas that are fairly well lit, and then you burst through and you're out into the atmosphere, well, out of the planet's atmosphere and into space once again, where you see 1,000 Star Destroyers. No. And you guys are ready to make the jump to light speed. You can feel the ship getting to that point now where the light speed kind of like lever needs to be punched.
I'll turn to Bip Bip. Would you like to do the honors?
Are sure?
Affirmative.
This one? Point to the wrong one.
No, I just grab his hand and I put it on the lever. Just push it forward.
How quickly?
Quick.
Okay, and it wham.
you push the lever forwards, and Bip Bip, you're kind of not ready for it. And it's like, whoa, as the ship lurches for a moment, and then just slingshots with an incredible acceleration. And you're in that stretched field of stars that you can see there, fantastically represented by both blue lights and stretchy stars. And you guys are now in hyperspace. So, the ship is stable. Could you just send me, Sam? Are you able to like draw a red line on the map, roughly where your ship is going to go?
Yeah, I'm sure I can. I'll take a photo with my phone, just like do it with a Snapchat.
Yeah, fantastic. Just so I can see like what areas you go near and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm imagining you're going from Rayun. Are you going due north, not towards Hoth, but towards like Jirok?
Yeah, and then joining onto that yellow, orange, lane. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then. You don't need to send me that. Then I can see that. So you're gonna get on. What did you call it? It was the Corellian trade spine, right? This one, I believe. Was that right, Ewan? It says it on the map, right? Yeah, the Corellian trade spine. Nice.
Oh, I was muted. Never mind.
Yeah, that's right. So you guys head your way. What would be north on a non-space map? I guess Corwood would be a good term for it. For the better part, well, you're planning on doing it for 7 days here. So that first day of travel, you guys are able to monitor the ship, and things are going smoothly. Doesn't seem like your ship's going to break down or like anything's too damaged. Although, what is the ship's wounds at right now?
Oh, they are at blah 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 blah.
I believe you did take a blast from the.
We did, yeah, we did. Let me check. I got it on the. Should be on the group sheet actually. Vehicle sheet. Sorry guys. So hard to. It's so many sheets. Okay. Wait, that doesn't seem right.
I can check I don't know if I have a token for it. I guess it would be.
Wait, we're on. It says 8 out of 22, but I thought we were a lot.
Might be
a lot, one, more damaged. Yeah. Unless it's on my sheet.
Let me check.
No.
The battle. On the battle one, you guys are on. Oh no, shoot! Yeah, I just let you check the wounds, so I guess it is 8 then. Maybe that's just because you took 8 wounds during that fight and you'd had it repaired. I know. Oh, actually, you know what? I think Zatkin has done a couple of repair jobs.
Yeah.
Since that fight, he's done a couple since you guys have been like idle in other places, so that checks out. All right, so yeah, the ship is in its top like capacity for operation. It's all good. Is there anything you guys want to get done during this first like couple days of travel? Things are going smooth. You guys are cruising. You make your way north towards the Corellian trade spine. You don't pass a single ship on your way there. You are traveling through barren space. You are on a minor, for part of the way, you guys are on a minor hyperspace route, but I'm assuming in your efforts to avoid Hoth, you're going to kind of like break away from that and head through that kind of like barren space. And when you guys, like when you travel through that kind of space, it doesn't feel indifferent when you're in hyperspace, right? But every now and then, like, you can see the nav computer doing like rapid calculations and adapting your course, because there are all kinds of just unforeseen circumstances that pop up when you travel like that, and that might be slightly more costly on your resources. Lots of stop-starty, slow down, accelerate, slow down, accelerate.
During that period, obviously, I'll just be keeping an eye on it very closely, just in case.
Yeah, it's absolutely doing its thing perfectly well, but you know it's probably taking you a little bit longer to get to. We'll say the first course on its journey is Jirok. Jirok, Irok. I don't know. I like all three of those, to be honest. Call it what you want. So, during that time, is there anything you'd like to do, guys? Aboard the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'll turn to Z and go, you still got this, right?
What do you mean?
The flying of the ship?
Yes, it is perfectly fine. The machine does most of the work when we are in hyperspace.
Oh, Mr. Ford, you are doing all this.
Yes, that is absolutely what is happening. And I just pretend to be doing stuff.
Okay, oh, Mr. Be back. I'll wander out of the cockpit.
Sure.
And I'm gonna walk through to the crew quarters. Do I see anyone on the way?
Is anyone lurking in the crew quarters? I'd say, what, in the bed? In the
Like, just on the way through to the crew quarters, do I walk past anyone? Do I see
always
anyone?
you'd pass Desi, who is in the cupboard area.
Yeah.
Just kind of polishing their vibro blade, tending to it. They kind of look up at you and then just back down, carry on doing what they were doing.
Yeah, that's fine. You ain't
And then
got
you
to
just
saber
steer.
anymore. Is it? You don't have those no more.
You left them on the floor in the crew quarters, baby. You don't know who's
Oh, I
gone.
did. Does he actually have one?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, if I don't see anyone, into the crew quarters. And I'm gonna look for the two sabers.
You enter the crew quarters and you vividly remember throwing 2 lightsabers on the ground in here.
Mm-hmm.
But there's only one. What a mysterious turn of events.
Definitely. Have a thorough look.
It's not anywhere in this crew quarter.
Okay, but there is one.
You find one of the 2, yeah?
Yeah.
The dual-bladed lightsabers that you threw there.
Okay.
And at this point, you did you give the crossguard to Kalal, or did you hold on to it?
Oh, I gave it to him.
Gave
He's
it
got it.
Oh.
Yeah, you have that.
At this point, Bip, you can still feel that similar sensation. You're so like at this stage in a journey is when you so often find yourself perfectly able to slip into a meditative trance. Like you've done it so many times now. You just feel so at peace when you can hear the humming of the hyperspace engine, that droning noise. Like, although it is repetitive and monotonous, like there's something about it that just helps you key into the force.
Yeah.
But that goddamn saber and that crystal, it's like a massive disruption. It's like a clumsy one-man band running around the ship. It's completely throwing you out. But it's not just that one. You can sense them all around the ship. You're so unable to find that normal peace. Just because of the amount of disruptive energy aboard right now.
Okay. Okay. In that case, he's just gonna be. Where do I? Okay, I'm gonna go and pick it up.
You pick it up off the ground.
Yep. Am I good?
You pick it up, and that sensation, like it's so intense, And like similar to before, how like in the previous episode, your lightsaber had like felt like it was vibrating. It was such like an intense sensation, almost to that extent, because you can feel it now that you're surrounded by it. Before, the energy felt like it was on the other side of the ship. Now you feel it in the same room as you, behind you, in the doorway, and in your hand as well. And as you turn, you see Kalal standing. And you can sense now that wherever it is on his person, you know it's there. That other saber with a red crystal. And for you, Bit, this would be the equivalent of like standing in a room and there are two individuals like begging you like for help. They're pleading with you.
Okay.
Kalal, you just sense a dark, thick aura, this energy that feels hard to ignore, but also kind of like that's might be pretty strong. Like these sabers are pretty good.
You fucking try it.
You know what it feels like to make someone feel how you want them to feel, no matter what. It's pretty satisfying. This saber probably helped you do that.
Very well, good.
Okay, Kalal. Murder. Fucking hell. You feel like people, I don't know, just screaming out for help with these around, and gestures towards his one and this double-bladed one.
I can't say that, but it certainly feels like something choking me. Like breathing in hot air.
We have done this once before. Semi-successful. Then full successful, hence my one. We need to try and somehow, what I did before worked, but attempt to cure these sabers. But this feels like it's going to be much more difficult than my own. There's so much hatred in these two. It's going to take some doing.
That's why I came to you. I was hoping that you could maybe show me.
Miss, do my best. Maybe try to copy, or if you sense that you find your own way of tapping into it and doing it. You can follow my lead, but you find something that's more comfortable, you know. Use your instinct, what feels right. Maybe we can do this.
You said that before. What feels right, but how do I know it is right?
You will know. You just have to believe in yourself and trust your instinct, and what you are doing is good for the right reason and the benefit of everyone around. For example, these being how they are is not good for the rest of the crew, yourself, myself. We need to try and eradicate these feelings. What these are giving off is not good.
Okay.
You want to give it a go, yes? Have you been able to, sit down, focus, meditate, and zone in on one thing?
Once.
Okay, that's good.
It was when Zakian was gone, I think. I zoned in on something and then it was almost like a voice speaking to me. Calling to me.
Good. Miss have had that before. Miss communicate with someone that way. Did it say anything in particular to you?
Nothing of a note immediately. I heard a word and everything was so intense at the time I never really paid it much attention. I guess everything was pretty, well, intense, and I didn't think about it until we had our conversation and I heard it again.
You heard it again? Without trying to zone in and get back to it?
Maybe it's something strong. I don't pretend to know what.
Remember when I said you were meant for something? It is calling you.
Maybe I'm just a messenger.
Maybe, but something is trying to reach out to you. It's very important, so we should definitely need to work on these sabers. This might not happen first try. We have a long trip. Could take many attempts, but we should maybe try and focus and see what we can do.
Sure.
So, before, Misa had you sit down, begin to meditate with the saber in front, and I'll demonstrate.
Sure.
As it, not with the
not with your own.
Not with that. With my own.
Sure.
And just what it would look like is me like cross-legged in meditating state, and my lightsaber comes out, floats, all the parts start to fly around, and then it goes
in front of you, Kalal, as the lightsaber itself hovers in front of Bip, and then begins to unravel and disassemble into its individual components, and all of the components begin to sort of orbit him, and the single. Now you see the actual crystal for the first time since it repaired Bip. And now singular, completely repaired kyber crystal, blinding from this level of exposure, like this blinding white light hovers in front of him, and it is a little bit like that's what you'd see.
And then it would all go back together, and then I'd just catch it. So. This is what worked for me. Misa managed to focus. I know why you have that face.
Uh-huh.
Trust me, I didn't know what I was doing either. It just happened. This is what I mean. You have to just feel and do what suits you, you know? You might find something different. You might make it just whiz around you. Super quick. I don't know. But Misa found taking it apart and trying to feel it piece by piece, analyzing and try to cure it. Try to reach out to the pain and the suffering that it is expressing. I don't know, just to try and calm it and reassure and bring it back to a balance. And I got some way there. Hence why it wasn't stable, but Misa, think over time I've learned about it, and now it's pure again. But in essence, overall, you need to just focus on it, feel what it's calling out, and try to make it balanced and feel right and good again. Try to stay away from the law of the pull of it and all the bad feelings. Don't give in to those. You must try your best to stay away from it.
Okay. I'll give it a go.
Misa will just sit and watch, and just to make sure everything's okay. And if I see things going bad, Misa will try to stop them. But don't get disheartened if this doesn't work first time.
I'll take the lightsaber out.
Sure. Feels heavy.
As he pulls it out, though, I do just want to, if they weren't already, force close the doors to the crew quarters and lock them, so we're not disturbed.
Sure, you can do that.
I'll sit down on the ground and imitate whatever Bit was doing.
So you try to find yourself in this meditative
Yeah.
mind state to get yourself into that. I'm not sure if you've heard it described by Bit before, but that I've always described it as a void of stars, this other place, this realm of the Force. You're gonna need to make a discipline check, please.
Alright.
But I would also like you to throw a Force dice in there, please.
Alright, oh god, okay.
With
the roll today.
with Bip's guidance, I'm gonna throw in a blue dice, as he has given you a pretty good, I feel like, a good walkthrough there of how he would do it. So I'm gonna add one blue dice, but it's gonna be I'm gonna make it a 3 difficulty check. So
Okay,
have
you added the blue dice in there? Alright, oh goodness gracious me.
This is a discipline check, please.
Discipline, alright.
This is just to see if you can enter that meditative state to begin this process.
Yeah. Discipline.
Okay.
Oh.
No. Wow.
Oh.
There is a moment. So, Bip, you watch as Kalal like closes his eyes and tries to follow whatever instructions you've given him. You know, try to focus and ignore the pull of that object and try to block it out and listen to the ship and do this, but also do that. And Kalal, for a moment, there's like this little. Feels like you're being pulled away to this other place. Like you feel yourself like transcending this room, but you can feel it. This, if the Force was a song and the melody was the light side, that lightsaber is a discordant mess that is completely ruining it, and you just feel this wave of frustration cross your mind, and it pulls you out of it.
It's not working.
Misa told you, don't get disheartened. Did you feel anything? Because the saber looked like it was moving a little bit.
No.
Nothing.
Something maybe. But I failed anyway.
No, you didn't fail. You learned. You no fail here. This is all part of the process. You used to think me did everything first try? No. First time I used to try to use a lightsaber, nearly cut off my own head. It's a learning process. You have to take time. Misa not the best in the Force. Misa probably the worst there's ever been, but you have to slowly learn this. Misa not going to be the best teacher. This is why you have to try to relax, take your time. And hell, maybe Misa try to help you get into this state where we force users most effective. You so want it? Let's give it another go.
Is that the right thing to do?
Yes, I believe so. If not successful this time, then we should take a break and we should come back another time. Maybe we should go through the holocron. See if that can open your mind and teach you a little bit more, and then maybe we should come back to it. It's a slow patience game, this. But we are making progress. Even if you felt a little bit trying to do something like this, it is progress. But me try to help kickstart this time, like a jump start with the ship.
What does that mean?
Just try again.
You gonna give it another go?
Yeah.
This
All right.
time, I'm going to take away the blue dice and add a black dice.
As he attempts to do it again. I don't know if this will work. In Bip-Bip's mind, this is what he would do. He would try to enter the trance himself with his own saber.
Sure.
Just to maybe make the room feel a little bit more balanced.
I'll take it into account. So you're able to do that. Like, I won't ask you for a check, but I will ask Connor for a check. Same. It'll be the same. It will be a discipline check. As you watch as Bip-Bip finishes talking and then enters his own kind of trance in front of you. You see his saber open up again, and you feel kind of like the light of that crystal hitting you, and it does have a soothing feeling to it. But you still feel that dark presence underpinning everything.
I do have something to get rid of black dice, but I feel like the black dice should hold.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna keep the black dice. I think it makes sense.
Sure.
No. Oh, I still have the force dice on. Whoops.
No, that's fine. That makes sense. I still want the force dice there.
Yeah.
So this time you try again, and you watch Bip-Bip in front of you just do it. Doesn't even have to try. Just does it in front of you. You feel a little unsure, but you give it a go anyway, and you don't even feel that, even a brief moment this time of like you're entering that state that you're supposed to enter, but you do feel the draw of this object in front of you, this saber. What it doesn't need fixing. It's already powerful, and you just feel like this intense frustration, perhaps anger, about this scenario right now. Just burning inside of you. And Bip, you can sense this. It's not going right.
Yeah. I'll just end mine. Come back out and just sit and watch for the moment.
It's not working.
Okay. Relax. This is not easy. I have to keep reiterating it. This is not easy. What you're doing now is exactly what that thing wants you to do. Misa know, because Misa been there. It is not the good place to go. You should see what I did. When Misa like that. You should want to be like that. You should want to go join the baddie men that come to kill us, kill me, kill you. They chopped off Took's arm. You want to chop off his other arm?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I get that. But still, the point is, you have to do your best not to get frustrated, get angry with this, because then you're only strengthening that thing in your hand, which is not good. You need to take time to focus, feel it, listen out how to fix it, how to calm it, how to bring it back to a balance. If you used to go through the emotions that already has, you're only going to make it worse and even harder to try and help get rid of the red. Just
Yeah, you're right.
please, whatever you do, don't do what that wants you to do. It's not good. Just do your anytime you feel that you're going down that, just try to get out. Get out as quick as you can. And there's nothing wrong with us putting this aside, coming back to it later. If you want, we can just leave the sabers in here, keep this locked. And we can come back. Actually saying that, one's already gone missing from here.
Oh.
Yes, Misa threw the 2 double ones in here.
I think I have an idea of where it probably is.
Yeah, Misa do too, but...
Which is dangerous,
worrying?
given how angry he seems to be.
Yeah, you make a good point. We maybe need to try and find him and get that off of him. But maybe we should just come back to this another day. Let's give it a break. Didn't work today. Maybe tomorrow you wake up more happier. Maybe the next day you wake up and we give it another go. If you want to have a go by yourself, you want no bip bip. You can have a go. Just remember what I told you, and maybe try to focus on something else. Maybe it doesn't work the same for me, what it does for you. Maybe focus on how you were when the voice was calling to you. Maybe you want to focus on the voice. Misa, don't know. Every one of us is different. Find your own... Use your own way, use your own path.
I'll think about that.
Misa learning this just as much as you are. Maybe I'm just on the next chapter, I suppose.
Alright. Another day, then.
Okay.
Alright. Are you leaving the saber?
I'm gonna keep it with me.
Keep it on you, alright. And Bip, are you keeping the other double-sided one with you?
Just cut out left.
Yeah, I'll go by that point. I'll give you a nod and then leave.
Okay. And with Carlo gone, I want to attempt to see what I can do on this one.
Sure, so you wait for Kalal to get out of earshot. Kalal, you make your way to wherever it is on the ship that you're heading to, and you hear the doors to the crew quarters close behind you. I'm assuming you lock them from the inside again, Bip.
Yep.
Sure. You're going to try and enter that meditative state, but with the double-sided saber, okay?
Yeah, I want to see if I can tap into this crystal.
Sure. It's still going to be a discipline check for you now, as you kind of reach out to this crystal, which, like I've described it before, you know, you hear that song, and this one, it's off key, it's out of tune.
Mm-hmm.
You can reach out, but I need you to roll a force dice in the pool with your discipline check. And I'm going to add a blue dice because you've done this before. But it is going to be a 4 purple dice check because there have been 2 fails in this similar type of check already today.
Light side point?
I will say that the light side point allows you to bypass you having to roll a light side point to do it with the light. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do that. Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
I'll
still
do
have
that.
to do a discipline check. I'll
Yep.
reduce the difficulty by 1 as well, but we'll say that you've automatically rolled a light side for this.
Okay.
For the purpose
Yeah.
of this check.
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
Don't roll a force dice. Just roll the check.
Yeah. Okay.
Discipline check,
yeah.
please, young man. Yes. What's it gonna be? Oh,
Like nothing. Bastard.
there's something slightly unsettling about being responsible for another force user's learning, and you sensed for a moment there Kalal at least being tempted by something dark, which you've seen yourself go down, and it kind of just, that idea just keeps floating around in your head, like, can I even do this? Like, am I good enough to do that? Like, and you doubt yourself.
Bit of self-doubt, yeah.
You just can't seem to focus on it.
Okay. Alright. I'll come out of the little trance, and I'm just gonna shove it in the pillow.
Hide it in your bed pillow.
Not mine. Just one across one of the other beds.
Imagine someone lays down to go to sleep and accidentally activate it and kill themselves. Took just goes for a lie down and then gets decapitated.
I don't think anyone else sleeps in here other than me.
Not often, no, not really.
Yeah. I'll do one of... Are these bunk beds? Were they bunk beds?
Yeah, they are bunk beds, sure.
Yeah, I'll put it in one of the top ones.
Sure, so you just hide
No one goes up there, yeah.
Alright, so during that time, is there anything that Took or Z would have been doing on that second day?
Z will be checking the turrets.
Sure.
Just having a little look, making sure they're functional.
You climb up to the top turret and you kind of sit in it, and all seems well. Didn't take any battle damage or anything like that. Maybe a little stiff, but I mean nothing Zatkin couldn't fix if he were here. You go down to the bottom one, and similarly, you know, this one kind of jams a little bit when you're trying to go aim to the left, but you can go to the right fine, go down fine. It seems mostly operational. Just, you know, the ship is a little damaged, so it needs a little tweak, but mostly all right.
Okay. I think I'll be just check the turrets are functional, and then kind of just have a little look around. Kind of just I want to get an idea of sort of where the ship is at in terms of like the repairs Zakin's been able to do.
Sure. So all the engines seem fine. Most of the systems in the cockpit are working apart from your long-range comms. All your cargo's intact. There's no like issues to worry about with the hull. All your power is working fine. Your shields are intact. The main issue with your ship right now is that the long-range communication systems are busted. And the hull threshold is an 8 out of 22, is it?
Yes.
So you've got quite a few ship wounds to play with there. Awesome. Took, is there anything you'd be doing during that time?
That's probably one of the worst come downs he's had.
I can imagine your head is ringing.
At one point, he would go into the med bay and he'd pick up the cybernetic arm, just like look at it, inspect it a little.
Sure. It's black metal. Similar in its like assembly to like the Winter Soldier's arm, with like the horizontal lines all the way down that give it full range of movement. It's a very, very well crafted cybernetic limb.
Technically, is it a second class cybernetic limb?
Is that like the one that gives you a plus in the stat?
Yeah.
It is.
It's not one of it. Is it? Oh.
Well, Took has probably been around, and like you say, you have people in your past who were cybernetically enhanced and all about that. So you probably would have heard a little bit about this, and yeah, you know that this is like, it makes sense that the Empire's most deadly assassins would get access to the best hardware, right? And this is a nice limit. It would increase your, I think it's like brawn or agility, depending on which one you choose, I'd have to make a decision about that. I need to read the rule. But yeah, it will give you a plus in one of your base stats. It is a nice bit of technology. Very masterfully retrieved from the 12th brother with no damage incurred.
Puts it down, looks at it for a bit, rubs his eyes, and goes to lay in the on the medbay bed, actually, somewhere quiet.
I'm sure at some point Carlisle probably comes in to go to his regular resting pace, and it just has like a little John Travolta moment, like it just has to find somewhere else to rest. But
I'm not resting in the same room as him. Nah, fuck that.
No, so, but you guys would have had 2 days rest at this point in your journey, so you can remove 2 wounds and clear your strain. And that leaves us with 5 days of travel to get through when we come back next week, because that's when, well, actually no, not when we come back next week. So that is where we're going to leave this story for this evening. But we do have, so next week it's going to be a different game. I believe Jamie's on holiday and Dean is on holiday. So we're going to run a something else. I don't want to say too much in case all hell breaks loose and we just change plans entirely. But there will be a broadcast next Monday. We just don't know exactly what it's going to be. And then the Monday after that, there will be no game, as I will be on holiday. So, I believe anyway. But I'll tell you all about that next week.
So back. We all back 29th?
29th is when the main game should resume.
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
The day after the 30-20 game.
Exactly. So please, now is the best time to do it. Join the Discord so you can see any updates and you know when we're live. Follow the channel. Let's go ahead and just quickly put some shout-outs in the chat. So I'm going to put Muckwood first. Then I'm going to put JM12_. Then I'm going to put Lambert Ring.
Thanks, bud.
That's me. Hi. Then I'm going to put Dirty 20 live. But I'm pretty sure, Sam, didn't you want to say something for your
oh yeah, I guess. Yeah. Let me just hide my face. You ready?
Are you ready, Sam?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. So hello. I may only be a t-shirt, but I am actually made from the skin of Sam's face. The Sam that you have seen tonight is but a menagerie. He does not exist. It was pre-recorded before I became part of Ewan's torso. But if you would like to see this flap of cloth and leather, come to check out Sam JKP on YouTube and Twitch. We play some Pokemon. We play some Stray. I am eternal.
Alright, Cassandra from Doctor Who.
Moisturize me.
Well, Sam, that's fantastic. Can you what was the name of the channel again? Could you say it one more time?
Sam JKP, but it is pronounced Jacques.
And can you hit us with your favourite catchphrase?
Oh, yowza, that's me, Sam.
Thank you very much, guys. If that didn't scare you away, then you will love this channel. And probably most of our channels there. And last but not least, we can't forget the Pain Master 98. He wasn't playing with us here live this evening, but he is very much part of this channel, and he is a fantastic guy, so go and check him out. He plays a lot of Pokemon as well. Fantastic. Is there anything anyone feels like they need? Oh, no. We're not over yet. We're doing experience. That's going to be...
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's 5 across the board, guys.
Beef.
Just a nice little...
Could have been more with a successful check.
Well, you never know. I've got a whole mechanic for Kyber Crystal cleansing written up. So
oh yeah.
I'm excited to use that. Yeah. Fantastic. Like well, if there's any reason anyone feels like they deserve more experience, now would be the time to say it. All right, that's fine. Some of us will see you next Monday, but until then, please, as always, make sure you stay safe. And we will see you next time. No. What?
Wait,
And may the
see you.
force be with you.
What the fuck?
What the fuck did I just say? We'll see you next time.